The NFL world has been shaken to its core this week as reports exploded that Logan Wilson, the standout linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals, has officially requested a trade, and the Dallas Cowboys are already lining up to make a major move. This development has fans across the league buzzing, analysts scrambling for answers, and the Cowboys fan base daring to believe that this could be the spark their defense has been missing all season. So let's dive into the full story, unpacking the reasons behind Wilson's sudden decision, what this means for both franchises, and how this shocking twist could reshape the balance of power in the NFC race. When you talk about Logan Wilson, you're talking about a player who has built his career on effort, consistency, and leadership. Drafted in the third round of the 2020 NFL Draft out of Wyoming, Wilson quickly became one of the most dependable linebackers in the AFC. Over his first few seasons, he established himself as a tackling machine, routinely posting over 100 tackles per year while serving as the defensive quarterback for the Bengals unit. He was the guy calling plays, reading offenses, and being in the right place at the right time. Beyond the stats, Wilson's football IQ and ability to diagnose plays made him invaluable to the Bengals scheme, but something changed this season. Not for the better. Like, sources close to the team say that, and as the Bengals have struggled defensively, tensions have been growing internally. Like, Wilson's playing time has been cut in favor of younger, faster linebackers who the coaching staff believes are part of the team's future. That decision didn't sit well with Wilson, who still believes he's in his prime and capable of producing at a high level. When you've spent years as the heartbeat of a defense and suddenly find yourself watching from the sidelines, frustration builds. It reached a boiling point last week when Wilson reportedly, after a heated conversation with coaches, decided that it was time to move on and seek a fresh start somewhere he would be appreciated. Enter the Dallas Cowboys, a team desperately searching for defensive stability. The Cowboys have had an up and down season, to put it mildly. Their offense, led by Dak Prescott, has been inconsistent, but the bigger issue has been their defense, a unit that was once feared across the league but has recently looked lost. Missed tackles, blown coverages, and poor run defense have plagued them. The loss of key linebackers due to injury and depth issues has only made things worse. Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner and general manager, has never been one to sit idly by while his team struggles. He's aggressive, he loves a headline, and he thrives on making a splash. So when word came down that Wilson wanted out of Cincinnati, the Cowboys wasted no time picking up the phone. Reports suggest that Dallas is ready to offer a mid-round draft pick and potentially a depth player to sweeten the deal, which could be enough to convince the Bengals to part ways with their veteran linebacker. From a football standpoint, this trade makes perfect sense for both sides. For the Cowboys, Wilson fills a glaring hole in the middle of their defense. He brings experience, leadership, and a level of physicality that Dallas has been sorely missing. The Cowboys' defensive coordinator would love to have a guy like Wilson, someone who can not only stop the run, but also drop into coverage and handle tight ends or running backs in passing situations. For the Bengals, they get to move forward with their young core of defenders, free up cap space, and potentially add a pick to their future draft plans. But the story isn't just about logistics. It's about pride, timing, and identity. Wilson's trade request didn't just come out of frustration. It's also symbolic of the shifting tides in Cincinnati. After years of being a playoff contender, the Bengals are facing tough questions about their direction. Joe Burrow remains one of the best young quarterbacks in football, but injuries and inconsistency have derailed their progress. When a locker room leader like Wilson decides he's had enough, it often signals deeper issues, a sign that maybe the chemistry and communication between coaches and veterans aren't where they used to be. For Wilson, this could be a career-defining moment. He's 29, still in his physical prime, and has the chance to reinvent himself in a new environment. Dallas could be the perfect fit, a storied franchise with championship aspirations and a massive platform. Imagine the storylines. Logan Wilson, the Wyoming kid turned Cincinnati star, now stepping into the bright lights of AT&T Stadium, wearing that iconic silver and blue star and trying to resurrect a once proud defense. Cowboys fans are. Already buzzing online about the potential move, with many saying it's exactly the kind of leadership their defense needs. And make no mistake, Wilson isn't just another player. He's the type of presence that can change a locker room. He's known for his professionalism, work ethic, and film study habits. Young linebackers look up to him. Coaches trust him to make adjustments on the field without hesitation. Those are rare traits, and that's exactly why Dallas is so interested. They're not just trading for talent, they're trading for accountability, something the Cowboys' defense has lacked. Now, let's talk about the potential impact if the trade goes through. The Cowboys have struggled to stop the run, giving up big plays in crucial moments. Wilson's addition could immediately help shore up that weakness. He's one of the better linebackers in the league when it comes to reading blocking schemes and filling gaps quickly. That instinctive playmaking could make life a lot easier for Dallas's defensive line and secondary. On passing downs, Wilson's versatility also stands out. He's not an elite speed guy, but he's smart enough in zone coverage to limit mistakes and make quarterbacks think twice before throwing over the middle. His ability to read the quarterback's eyes and jump routes has led to multiple interceptions over his career, and that's something the Cowboys defense could use right now, playmaking ability. For the Bengals, trading Wilson is bittersweet. You don't easily replace a guy like him, but it's also a sign they're willing to turn the page. Their young linebackers, including promising rookies, will now get more snaps, and the coaching staff seems confident in their development. The Bengals save money, get a draft pick, and can focus on their next chapter. Still, fans in Cincinnati are divided. Some see the trade as a smart long-term move, while others view it as giving up on a core leader too soon. That's the emotional side of sports. It's never just numbers and contracts. It's about connection. Wilson's jersey has been a top seller among Bengals fans, and seeing him go will sting. But in the NFL, timing is everything. Sometimes you have to make tough calls before emotions cloud judgment. Meanwhile, in Dallas, Jerry Jones is loving every minute of this. The man lives for bold headlines, and adding Wilson would be another look at me moment. But to be fair, this isn't just about marketing. This move could genuinely help turn the Cowboys' season around. Yes, they've been hovering around mediocrity, struggling to find an identity, and Wilson could help provide that. Imagine the impact in the locker room, like a veteran with playoff experience coming in hungry to prove himself. That kind of energy is contagious. Like, it motivates teammates, it raises the standard, and it reminds everyone that the goal is still the same. Win now. If the trade happens, fans can expect Wilson to suit up quickly. The Cowboys are in a stretch of must-win games, and Wilson's football intelligence means he could pick up the playbook faster than most. His debut could come as early as next week, and it wouldn't be surprising if he's already calling signals by his second game. The Cowboys coaches will likely simplify the defensive calls early, giving him a chance to focus on what he does best: diagnose, react, and hit. Statistically, if he performs anywhere near his Cincinnati level, he could easily rack up 8 to 10 tackles per game. And if the Cowboys start winning because their defense suddenly finds balance, the narrative will explode. Logan Wilson, the missing piece. On the flip side, if the defense still falters, critics will say it was too little, too late. That's the nature of high-profile trades. The spotlight never dims. Wilson will be under pressure to deliver immediately, and in a market like Dallas, every play is magnified. But he's used to that. For the Bengals, this could also be the spark their younger players need. Sometimes when a veteran leaves, it forces others to step up. It's part of the cycle of football. Every ending creates a new beginning. Like Gary's, in the grand scheme, this trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. It shows that even in the chaos of an NFL season, teams are always evolving, always searching for that one edge that can make the difference between mediocrity and greatness. And for Logan Wilson, this is his chance to show the league that he's not done yet. In a few weeks, we might look back at this moment as the turning point. The day the Cowboys stopped being a defensive liability and started becoming contenders again. Or it might go down as just another headline in Jerry Jones's long history of splashy moves. Either way, it's captivating. One thing's for sure. Everyone will be watching. Logan Wilson's next step could very